no, check this out. I'm going to start the episode. Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 155, an all new episode. It's 2026.
Hooray! Happy New Year!
It's a new year.
Yay!
Hark the herald angels. Is that the song?
No, that's Christmas.
You're looking for old
Which are 12 days of Christmas, I think, are over at this point. So.
Yes.
Yeah, Hanukkah's over too.
So long. So many of them.
Whoever edits this, I just want you to leave in the part where Mike says, hold on, I'm going to start the podcast, and then goes into it. Just leave that in there.
I'm going to drop this record.
drop this hit. Episode 155. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm not sure what to say to you fellas, except that I've missed you. You know, we made a big deal about how we didn't play with each other for like 8 days, and now here it's been 24. You bozos. You bozos. Fellas, look, it's Kingmaker. We're still on this module. We've made good progress.
Still playing the same game, Mike, as you said.
We've done really good. We're still playing the same. Two of you guys are on the same character since level 1 or level 0 or whatever. I have looked through the rest of the module. It is wonderful. And I've mentioned this to you guys before. I'm not sure how long we've been in the Bloom module part of this, but like, I feel like it's been 30, 35 episodes or something in this specific area, you know, since that hunt and everything.
The hunting camp, right? That was
you got to bear in mind, I think that we spent almost 75 episodes doing some of this like interim side stuff, setting all these pieces on the board. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that I've said this to you a couple times, it picks up. You know, now we're taking the kingdom through these more serialized adventures, you know. There's this Bloom thing. Well, there's going to be ones that come next. You know, some of this other stuff's going to come back around. So I may regret this, but I wouldn't be surprised if we finish up in another 100 episodes or so. I can do 100 episodes standing on my head.
Like the whole thing you think is 100 episodes?
I don't think so.
When the Bloom was 30?
Yeah.
We're not even done with it?
Yeah. Maybe it's more like 150. Maybe it's 150. Maybe we're like halfway done. Maybe we're halfway. Maybe we've hit the halfway mark.
Halfway there.
Just try to figure out what we're going to play next.
We should play
Starfinder.
Okay, we can play Starfinder. That sounds good.
Mike, you can play. Chris can run it.
I need more lasers in my life.
Chris is good. I need that. Remember that guy with the accent? What was his name?
Jules Zakama.
Kibwe or something?
Jules
Zakama. I like that. Good.
At Mama Fats, wasn't that the restaurant name?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, that was from Mama Fats. That was from Dead Sons. I love. We played we played like 3 or 4 books of Dead Sons.
Is that where 50 fucking monkeys came from?
That's where. Yeah, you guys were out on the surface of Castrovel, fucking with monkeys. Gentlemen.
Yep.
You are in Fort Trand. You have just run your kingdom for the week. Let's turn 7 days on the clock. Where does that put us?
June 10th.
On the date. June 10th.
A week later.
It is June 10th. You have just received the location of the Cradle of Lamashtu, and during your kingdom turn, you sent a scouting party out to the Cradle of Lamashtu. That scouting party was were professionals working under the tutelage of Jathal, who investigated, did some recon, asked around. We'll also say they're part of the Silent Veil. And they discovered that there is a password that you must speak in order to avoid an alarm trap from going off to enter the cave that leads into the Cradle of Lamashtu. And the password that you must speak is the word Kernugia, which we all laughed at and had fun with last time. I don't know why. It's not a funny word at all. It's definitely not something that I'm going to say over and over again during this episode. Kernugia. And can we talk about ourselves for a moment? What we've talked about. I sometimes, you know, I ask you, hey, you guys want to take an NPC with you into this dungeon? You guys can pick
who are we
whatever you
taking?
want.
Sometimes you tell us. Sometimes you ask us.
Sometimes
you guide us with a heavy hand.
Say like, well, I want to, you know, maybe I want to do this, you know, and you guys go, well, we think we want to do this, and I go, well, you know, it might be cool if, and you know, we have a notable NPC who's in the companion guide, that a couple listeners have said that they like, and she's kind of a, I don't know, fan favorite. I mean, I think she sits at the same significance level as like Valerie and Lindsay in the CRPG,
Tristan.
the computer game, and Tristan, yeah. But we've only barely mentioned her once or twice. I brought her in during the Beast attack. This is Kaliki the Kineticist.
Who we have no reference to. I just want to point out that like fan favorite,
idea who she is.
We have no connection to her at all.
She's just going to come on this major event with us.
What I thought might make sense is
Red
that
shirt.
she was in the Silent Veil and is the one that scouted and is now has been retained by you guys to lead you back to the Cradle of Lamashtu.
I can get on board with that.
Good, yeah. And she's Nephilim. She is pre-master would be called a tiefling. She's got hooves. She's got horns. She's got a tail. I got a little bit. Are you all right over there, Brad? Are you doing okay?
Like as soon as you said hooves, I'm just picturing she's got like a peasant that follows around with coconuts.
Oh, she's got a peasant that follows her around coconuts. There's an unease about her. Anxiety is not the correct word, but more just like a. There's just never. You never observe her relaxing. She's always vigilant. She's a water kineticist. She's got some healing capabilities. Would you guys like to hear about the capabilities of Kaliki?
Yeah, we probably ought to if we're bringing her on a
To see what
adventure.
a kineticist can do.
All right. So the whole deal with kineticist is, they cast spell-like abilities, but they're not spells. There's no spell slots. There's no spell prep. Kaliki takes feats as she levels up. And you can either take these feats pertaining to one or sometimes 2 or 3 elements, depending on your build. Kaliki is all water. She is not branched out into other elements. She's got ranged water attacks. She rolls spell attack rolls, bolstered by her Constitution score. She's got some AoE stuff. She's got kind of an interesting AoE that's very similar to like Sirius Fireball, just a little bit smaller, but it might be kind of fun to stack those abilities. And she's got some healing stuff. Wanted to point out to you, Ocean's Balm, a blessing of the living sea, salves wounds and douses flames. Touch a willing living creature, regains 3d8 HP, and gains resistance 2 to fire for 1 minute. If it has persistent fire damage, it can attempt a flat check to remove it with especially appropriate help. Then you are immune for 10 minutes. So it's like not quite as good as like, heal, but it's there in a pinch. It's in a pinch. When she begins combat, she puts up a elemental stance or something. That's what she does. She manifests her kinetic gate. Oh my God, our listeners are like, Mike doesn't know what he's talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the words just don't. She can automatically use an ability called Winter Sleet. She's going to walk around with the ground freezing all around her and everybody's tripping and falling down. So stay the fuck away from Kaliki is what I'm trying to tell you. Stay away because when she gets going, the ground around her turns to ice and it's awesome. But yeah, no,
And Kineticist was one of the classes introduced in, I think, the first remaster book before the remaster rule books, like Player Core came out. There was a couple books before that were remastered.
Maybe that's true. It's the something of the elements or Rage of the Elements. I think it was introduced in. But no, she's got some cool stuff. And I gave her some sneakiness and I gave her some stealth-based feats, and she's in the Silent Veil. Kaliki came into the kingdom all on her own. She just sort of drifted in one day. And shortly after arriving, she, as you know, she helped defend the kingdom during the attack from the giant owlbear. After that, she was recruited in earnest by Jathel to join her emissary / clandestine secret stuff. And she was part of the team that investigated the Cradle of Lamashtu. And she is following orders and has folded in with your party now. And she's quiet, she's reserved, and that's what I have to tell you about Kaliki.
Welcome to the team.
Does she get a gift basket?
Thank you, she says. She provided you with a gift basket.
It's just a bunch of ice cubes.
It's a bunch of ice cubes that you make.
It's a bucket of ice. Here you go.
These are the
They're
first ice
seasoned
cubes.
ice cubes, like instead of a seasoned salt or any of that. Ice cubes from various regions.
It's a lemonade bomb. It's a lemonade bomb where she's got lemonade frozen inside the orb. You put it in your water. The ice cube melts away and the water becomes lemonade. Did I just come up with $1 billion idea?
No, they have these. They're powders, but
Maybe there's like margarita inside.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. What do you guys do? What do you do? Oh, the other thing I need to remind you of is that there's a basilisk at the Cradle of Lamashtu.
That's right. Yeah, the pet basilisk.
that's a
I'm trying to see what other notes we had. There were the alarms. There was the Carnugia. Yeah, there are some other details I can't remember, but
I've got something about green gripe, longshank bandits, Verthod, Mugland, Goblin. Wait.
like 8 episodes ago.
That's my shame.
Oh,
Verthod.
whoops.
Well, Verthod is the.
He told us about the cradle.
Yeah, Verthod gave you the location of the
sorry.
cradle, which then Drycolme sends the Silent Veil to investigate.
That's right. Let's gear up and get going. Like, make sure people have elixirs, alchemical fires, all that fun stuff that they want.
We have an apothecary shop here in this.
Yeah, it's free to. Like, we don't have to spend any money because it's our kingdom. So.
I'm gonna run by there, grab some healing pots.
That's not true.
Mike, I don't know if you read the kingdom rules, but page 18, paragraph 35, it does state that the people that work for the
one of the
government get
perks.
free
Does it?
goods up to level 8.
Well, the king can go in and take what he wants. Who's going to stop him?
Can he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he can.
All right.
Just
Well, I
read
will
it.
tell
I'm
you
level
this.
7 sorcerer.
The amount of wealth that you guys have accumulated over the years.
You have a gold mine.
Yeah, I we're not. The nice thing about you guys is that you're not super focused on, coming
we
up
don't
with all
buy
kinds of,
like big magic items.
yeah, you just
So,
don't. You guys craft them, you find them. It's we haven't really had a lot of controversies over wealth, but yeah, suffice it to say, yes, you guys can pretty much take consumables that you want to take.
Okay. I'll decide which ones I bring as we need them.
In fact, I'm going to add 3 moderate healing potions to Kaliki's inventory.
Actually, yeah, I should bust. Yeah. Well, we can do that off the air too, but I guess honor system.
Brad, what are those straps called that where you kind of crank them and make them tight?
Ratchet straps.
Ratchet straps.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
you guys
in high
invent
school.
ratchet straps. You ratchet strap the statue of Valerie to the front of the van. Is that true? Is that what you guys are doing? Or
Yeah,
is she
we
on
got
top?
to take the queen with us.
Yep.
Got to do it.
Cuts down the mileage a little bit, but
unless you decide, nobody knows that a basilisk is there. So, is there a thought to leave her as a statue, or what do you want to do? Or do you
I
want
think we've been taking her with us basically everywhere so far.
and we
I
know
was
there's
just-
a basilisk there, right? So why wouldn't we bring her?
I don't know. I just thought maybe you liked her better as a statue or something.
That's
Look, it's
Chris
Chris's
is
wife. He can make
yeah.
the decision.
Yeah. Is it Chris's decision?
He's married to her.
All right. So you ratchet strap the statue of Valerie to the steam engine or whatever.
Mitch does
it's
the
called.
twanging on the strap. He gets that boing.
Check
It's
that
like that's not
tension.
going to go anywhere
And we've
because you
talked
got to say
before
that when you tie a load down.
about the sheer size of Valerie. Not that she herself is large, but she's in full armor, tower shield, longsword, wielding it mid combat when she was turned to stone. So she's just like huge. But yeah, you do that, and you set off. I guess is
Let's
this what
go.
we're doing? Yeah, you
Let's
guys
go on
want
an
to go?
adventure.
All right, let's fucking go. All right. Kaliki's got a lunchbox. She has little foods and stuff, and as she opens it up, midway through the first day, a bunch of papers come sprawling out of it, curled up like what we would think of as like receipts out of a receipt printer, and she gathers them up and begins to kind of put them back in her things. And she's like sitting in the back corner of the van as she does this. And there's a sadness to her as she does this. Such a sadness.
How old is she?
Young. I would say she's early 20s.
Great.
Is it a summertime set?
So these are love notes from like high school.
Another road trip with a moody teen. Just what everyone wanted.
I know. Right.
Shut up, play your Game Boy.
She just goes, yes, of course. She goes, head due west, south, or no, east. She says southeast.
Are you sure we should be following her?
When you get to the river crossing, she freezes the water so you can drive the van over it.
Well, that's pretty handy. I like that.
Yeah, she just
Is that a
walks
spell
up-
slot?
No, she doesn't. Weren't you listening? She doesn't have spell slots.
No, Mike, apparently.
All right. So over the course of the next, week or whatever, I guess we're tracking the days. All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. It's a 7-day journey
Oh my.
to reach the Cradle of Lamashtu in this state.
June
You enter
16.
the hex. Yes, you enter the hex. In the Foundry module, this hex is referred to as hex 9.24, or if you're following along in the module, this is hex SH8, Selin Hills 8. The night before you reach the cradle, there's a camp that you guys strike out in the wilderness. You're sitting around. I don't think we want to go through all the camping activities, but I would give you guys the opportunity for a food buff if you wanted to do that. The encounters in the Selin Hills, I believe, are somewhat nominal for you. I'm happy to hand wave them. You might encounter a beast or two on the way, which is prone to happening. But there are also some in Selin Hills encounters that have been nullified. For example, anything troll related is off the table now.
Oh,
So
that's handy.
you've made this area safer over time through your defeat of Gragglebeard and what's the other guy's name? Harguka, yeah, and Garija, and anyway, yeah. So those guys are gone. So all their followers are gone. The trolls have been eliminated, but you do come across some beasties. You guys are sitting around the campfire at night. What is going on? What's the vibe? What are you doing?
So I just had a thought. So Sirio has not been in hybrid form. He's just been in a normal, regular human form so far. Because he doesn't really have a whole lot of, I guess, rapport with Kaliki. Like, she's in the Silent Veil, though, so I think around the campfire I kind of broached the whole I'm a werewolf thing with her.
Her eyes dart up at you. Make a perception check.
Oh, great. What did I just do? She leaves the party. Kaliki notices this.
Don't make me kill a member of the Silent Veil.
I'm sure she knows.
So it was on an 18, and then it rolled to a 4, so for an 18 total.
Or adjusted 18. You're not totally sure, but she reacts to this in a way where it makes you think she might already know. You have a little trouble gauging what her reaction is. What she says to you is this. She goes,
This wasn't willing. This was just the thing that happened.
yeah, you offer that as she asks her question. You might have talked over her a little bit, but she asks, did this come from the werewolf events, 5 years ago or something? Wasn't there a werewolf attack?
Yep.
Were you infected then?
Yep. Yeah, and because we were trying to, save the town. Yeah, we were trying to save the town.
She tells you, what the vibe coming from her is like, have you ever been a subordinate at work or had a subordinate at work that like over answers and over talks because they feel self-conscious and they aim to please? You're catching that vibe from her. There's like an accommodating nature from her, but it comes off, desperate's not the right word, but more just like, that like she's trying to be very like straight and narrow and like, look at how good at my job I am. So she begins talking about how she goes, that might be, why we cultivate wolfsbane, she says, but you're not sure.
Exactly. You're catching on. And being a tiefling yourself, I don't know. I don't want to get into like people looking at you differently, but I don't know. I can try to relate, but it's not the same thing. But I can kind of see where you're at.
She asks you about your childhood.
So growing up, I was kind of left to my own devices. Had two older brothers, but they're like much older than me, like almost adults before I was born. I don't want to use the word mistake when that I was a mistake, but it was kind of a happy surprise. There's a third kid here. And I was left to my own devices, kind of growing up.
What happened to your parents?
There's a big long story about how my mom died giving birth to me, and I was kind of not blamed for it, but just kind of Dad kind of blamed me for that.
She says that she never knew her parents and that she had a twin sister who died. She thinks about it a lot. That's what she says. But yeah, she's from Kadira, one of the regions that we'd think of as more kind of deserty or kind of an analog to like, Africa or Middle Eastern area. And she's just been traveling and has landed here in your kingdom.
I guess I asked about her sister, if she died, if this was recent or like as children.
She's about 5 years ago. She was killed. We were living the high life. We were engaging in theft, doing jobs. We were just teenagers. We were used by a handler. She was caught and I wasn't, and she was executed and I wasn't. And I ran. That's what she says. Her name was Kanira.
Yeah, Og kind of comes over and well, who executed her? Was it like a bandit or a king or was it the person you robbed that caught you? Like who was it? Should we go kill them?
When you say that, that's the first smile that Kaliki cracks on the trip. Should we go kill them? And it's like nice. It's like a nice moment. She chuckles and she just says, "No, it was an illicit merchant market, far south. Nothing to do with here. I don't want to go back. No, let's not kill them."
Okay. Well, if you change your mind, we'll be happy to do it. If it's a human, I have a special feat that I can use, so that'll be good.
Sugarfoot appears behind you.
And was your sister also a
Sugarfoot
kineticist?
starts flossing behind you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, she was.
Dry hears this and he just makes a mental note. He's gonna have the silent veil take a look at it.
Yeah. It is. Kanira was a fire kineticist.
If you have a band of killers, why not let them loose every once in a while?
Yeah, when Kaliki and Kanira came of age, the twins set out on their own. The two offered their services to shady patrons and illicit merchant markets. These jobs gave them a taste of the high life, but unfortunately for the sisters, their antics drew the exact wrong sort of attention. When a risky job resulted in them being caught, the twins were separated during a panicked pursuit through the city streets. While Kaliki managed to escape, her sister was not so fortunate. A magistrate, eager to blame the city's crimes on someone, found a perfect scapegoat in Kanira and had her executed within a day of her capture. So I'm not sure where this occurred. This is probably somewhere else in the River Kingdoms, maybe on their way up north, but it wasn't Shrikehaven.
Nowhere local.
Yeah. And yeah, she fled and drifted and, years passed, but you would look down and notice that these notes she's writing, she writes them like to Kanira, like about what they're doing, like what Kaliki's doing day to day.
Oh.
Wow. I think Mitch is kind of listening, not being insensitive to it, but like it's mission time. Like this is, everybody's got a sad story. There's a lot of loss, but like he doesn't say this out loud, but he's just not like, I don't know.
Yeah, Dry's the same way. Dry just makes a mental check note. Hey, I'm going to have the veil look into this, but I don't have time to listen to this.
Right.
She, straightens herself up and just closes with something like, this doesn't seem like a corrupt kingdom that would just execute a teenager. So
No, just old women.
yeah, just
Yeah, so Syria kind of, I guess, do I notice this too? Like, what all exactly she's writing down?
I kind of gave it to Og, like, but yeah, I say make the perception check. I mean, I would think that Og would mention it to you, but maybe later, you know.
Yeah, that she's writing notes. I'll roll a perception check to see if I can. I mean, I see that she's write it to her sister, so it's almost like she's like journaling, basically, right?
Yeah, Og, I think you've seen the name Kinera in the notes over the course of days, and maybe have intuited. I'd give Syria the same perception check.
Yeah, so I mentioned I noticed you're kind of making mental notes and really putting everything down on paper. That's almost the opposite of what I do. I just kind of keep it inside. But I do write names on a piece of paper, and I pull out my vengeance list with the crossed out names.
The vengeance list.
I offer to write a name on it for her.
She looks at you and she says, Magistrate Thurgood.
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 May not be today. It may not
Is
be
that his
tomorrow.
real
but
name, or
eventually.
is that his doppelganger name?
There's a little sneer in her lip as she states the name.
He's on the list.
There we go.
Multiple influence points with Kaliki through all of this. Very good.
Does she have a thing that she can teach on
Yes.
camping?
Yes, of course. You want to talk about this? She also has a spell that she would share with Sirio at this point. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know that. Well, okay. So she's got a spell called Aqueous Blast. It's a first level spell. It goes on the arcane, occult, and primal list. It's kind of interesting because, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is sort of a pre-master kineticist versus a remaster kineticist, because, like, she doesn't have a spell list now, but the character manual says that this is a first level spell slot, arcane, occult, and primal. It's a one action cast. The duration of the spell is until the end of your turn. Across one action, you evoke a mass of water into the air around your outstretched fist. For the remainder of your turn, you can blast targets within 30 feet with this water by spending a single action which has the attack and concentrate traits. When you do so, attempt a ranged spell attack roll. If you hit, you inflict 2d8 bludgeoning damage. On a critical hit, the blast knocks the target prone. You heighten it. Every time you heighten it, it goes up by 1d8. So if you cast this at 4th level, it'll be 4d8. And, so it's like you spend the first action of the turn conjuring it, and then the subsequent 2 actions blasting people with it, subject to the multiple attack penalty on that second attack. So
Cool.
I suppose, if you ever retrain, you could retrain into Aqueous Blast. As far as her camping, she's got something called water hazards. Kaliki infuses water in the environment near the campsite with latent magical qualities that bolster the campsite's defenses. If the campsite is attacked by enemies during the next 24 hours, the attackers suffer a -2 circumstance penalty to initiative checks, as they are forced to deal with unexpectedly deep puddles, sudden currents in standing water, or thick patches of muddy earth. This penalty increases to -3 once the party reaches 11th level.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so she's got some cool shit that she can do. But again, I'll have to think more on this Aqueous Blast thing, because I don't think she can cast that. I don't know how that. Maybe that's an artifact from Premaster or something.
Or in Kingmaker, if she's like a water sorcerer or something.
No, she's kineticist in the CRPG. She's kineticist in all of this, but I wonder, maybe there's a multi-class opportunity for her or something, which I maybe should have built in. Maybe she takes a level. Maybe she takes a wizard dedication or something. Fellas, she retires to her bedroll and writes her notes. What do you guys do?
Og is going to study tonight on Lamashtu, and he'll have Lamashtu lore in the morning.
Smart.
Available for
That
him.
is smart.
Mitch, any preparations, any gadgets, anything like that?
Yeah, nothing I can activate the night before, but definitely kind of going through my stock and making sure everything's attached and stowed and ready to roll.
Well, and Brad, in the interim, if there was significant downtime before this expedition, so if there's anything that you want to hit the books and craft, like retroactively, I would let you.
I added stuff before we left.
Dry Colmay, what's the vibe? You're going once more into a situation. What are you doing the night before you approach this cave?
Sleeping.
Are you
I don't have anything to prepare.
You give so much.
Well, but that reminds me of that, and I'm gonna get the name wrong, so I'm not even gonna try. But Saving Private Ryan, that the sniper character who just sleeps, like no matter what's going on, he can just sleep. I wonder if there's maybe.
I mean, there's nothing for me to get ready.
Yeah.
I don't have to make anything.
Sharpen your swords that you want.
2 swords and a bow.
They're still sharp from last time.
2 swords, 1 bow.
2 swords, 1 bow. I have a frost vial. I have Sirio's silver dagger, and I still have 1 alchemist fire.
There you go. And the king, the night before you go on behalf of your kingdom to this cult headquarters to stop this plague.
Zero's kind of reflecting back on his life in childhood, and he's like, oh, woe is me. I was so lonely growing up because my brothers were older, but at least they're still around. Like, and he's just kind of thinking about that.
Yeah.
Dad's dead, but he was like super, super old.
Oh, he did pass away. I remember we said
during
something. Oh, he did. Yep. Oh, I didn't know. Or if I did, I'd forgotten. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Sirius' dad. I apologize. Now I'm a little sad on a Saturday morning. The night passes without incident. You wake up. Kaliki's puddles have flooded the campsite. You guys are wet, miserable.
Great.
Kaliki's like, sorry about that.
Van's stuck in the mud.
No, I swear it's just my kinesis powers.
Oh, no. Oh, Kaliki, no. Kaliki's a bedwetter.
Oh, God.
We got 2 swords, 1 bow, and we got this other thing happening now.
It is you travel the hex the rest of the day. Kaliki leads you around the hex, and right around the time that the sun is barely beginning to go down, right at the beginning of dusk, she leads you to a small rise, and over that is a very unassuming hole in the side of a large rock range. And she gestures over. Before we continue, I suppose you must have brought the van within 1 hour of 1 hour's walk of this location, since you've got to get the basilisk blood back to Valerie within an hour, right?
Oh, it's only good for an hour, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume we would have scouted it out and found a good parking spot that was within 30 minutes to an hour to be able to get.
I think I might take a survival check on that from like Dry Colmay or somebody. Just
Sure.
Here's my thought process. It's a large contraption, and I want to know whether my enemies maybe hurt it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the camping conceal thing type roll.
God damn it, Dry.
15.
Adjusted 15. I would say, concerned about the sound, maybe you sent Dry Colmay ahead. It takes Dry the better part of an hour and a half to find an appropriate location to put the van. Whether it was the terrain or the natural 5 the Bill just rolled, you're not sure. Nobody will ever know for sure.
It's the terrain.
It took the time. It took the time it took.
Yeah.
Night is falling in earnest now, and it is dark.
Camp and then attack in the morning, or do you guys want to get in there tonight? Because I'm assuming. Look, like, could we see the entrance to this hole? This unassuming hole?
Yes. And maybe we'll call the episode "The Unassuming Hole." I don't know. This is funny to me that you said it that way. I'm funny. I think that's funny too. What you see as you look at so the van is parked. You've scouted the area. You know where this is. Kaliki's led you to the rise. You overlook the hole. And there is a small bead of light, greenish purplish, emanating from the cavern. And Kaliki tells you from their observations that there is some light in this cave. Her reasoning is that, well, it's dark in that cave no matter what. If we go now, maybe they're
asleep.
If we wait in the morning, I don't know. But she tells you, and by the way, she came upon the password by laying concealed and observing for days, and observing the password in use.
So is there like a doorman that we're going to have to talk to?
Yes. So Kaliki tells you that there are usually 3 to 4 cultists that wait around the door. They come and go in shifts. And even though they know other cultists, like by their look, they still insist on the password. If the cultist, even if it's like, oh, that's Bill, I know him, not Bill, not our Bill, but like Bill the cultist. Even if it's Bill the cultist, like they're like, you gotta say Carnugia or you're not coming in, you know.
Do they tell him that? You've got to say this password.
That's right.
Well, knowing that it's like a manned post and not a magical thing that requires the password, Sirio busts out his disguise kit and basically uses the whole shebang, all the supplies to kind of do a little makeup session with everyone and make them look like cultists.
Oh, if I had a
What
hero.
kind of cultist is Bolton?
So I think deception has some like disguise type stuff.
Yeah. Do you leave Bolton behind?
Fuck no. That's like me. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to leave my weapons too.
Well, I don't know. Have him just run in if something happens, you know, or have him hide around the corner.
He's got the speed for it, I suppose. Yeah. He's got a 40-foot speed.
Okay. All right. So let's resolve this disguise thing. And by the way, I love this. And part of me was wondering if we would be doing Scooby-Doo stuff. And I love it. She begins to blog about it, or diary about it, I guess, you know, since there's not a computer. She's blogging. Yeah. She starts to blog about it.
She has an open diary. Oh, remember that site?
And in fact, Og, let's make Og the window into Og with his keen eyes, the window into what Kaliki writes. She writes, Kanira, comma, they're tricksy, comma, you'd like them.
Heart emoji.
Heart emoji. Heart emoji.
Yeah, and then she does a couple heart emojis. And she writes, I hope you're well on your end. That's what she says. That's what she writes. Okay. So we resolve this disguise stuff. You got to roll for this? How does this work?
So I guess it's really just for you use the deception skill to do the impersonate. It's not really an action. By default, it takes 10 minutes to kind of get your disguise ready. So everyone would have to make their own deception checks.
Okay. I'm here for
to
it.
do this.
Oh, all right.
All right.
I don't have follow the leader or any of that. I don't really know how that works.
I think if you're an expert in deception, other people can choose to follow the expert.
I am a master.
Whoa. That's terrifying.
You know what? Let's pause for a moment. I want to look at this because I think master level expert following, there's like a whole system with this. So 1 second. Thanks to Sirio's assistance, you can all add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill check based on your ally's proficiency, +3 for master. So everyone's taking this at a +10, basically.
+10. Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's if you're untrained, or if your mod is better, you use that, of course.
Right. Yeah. Shall I roll for Kaliki?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hot 16.
16. So Kaliki 26. With a 26 on the deception check. She builds her hair up around her horns and actually, why can't a cultist be a Nephilim? So no, she just she puts on this she's seen them. She describes these cultists to you. They all wear a bunch of crap, They're all wearing plants
Cultist
and
stuff.
cultist crap and, dirty pants and, haven't showered in forever. She rolls around in dirt. Yeah, she's looking good. Draco May. Make deception.
What am I doing?
So excited.
Deception?
I just cannot wait.
You can put a custom modifier in there too.
So I either can use my modifier or I add a modifier.
You either use yours if yours is over 10, use yours.
It's the same. It's the same.
Just do whatever then.
Fucking 12. God damn it.
I'm gonna need some higher rolls from you today, Bill.
Dude, I
It
feel
was a
like
12
Mitch.
and then it rolled to a 2.
Draco
That's
May
a 12,
refuses
it's a
to
12.
take off the Stag Lord helm.
Fuck, use my helmet, bro.
That's great.
We'll come back to you.
Ooh, not much better for Og. You got a 16 adjusted.
Okay. What about Sirio?
Oh, sorry, I just rolled.
Well, I mean, Mitch is a 19, so.
19 from Mitchell and Sirio.
Got a 31.
31.
Jeez.
Okay.
It's like, no, guys, just do it like this. He's doing his face.
And this makes sense. I mean, your costumes are all of varying quality. But when you guys get yourselves all together, even with Draco May and the Stag Lord helm on, you guys are looking pretty good.
Yeah, we kind of have that the cheerleader effect, right? Grouped together, you kind of all look the
there you
part,
go.
even though individually it may not be so much.
So Sirio's up front. Sirio.
Tries in the middle somewhere. Like
Yeah,
we're all
put
trying
Dry in
to
the
And
middle.
I'm looking down at the ground. Not making eye contact.
You know what? This is just like, I just love this. I do. I just do. I'm so happy right now. You guys should be so pleased with yourselves. You guys walk up. This is what you do. You walk up.
Yeah, or how a group of cultists would walk up to a checkpoint. Really.
Saying things like, I love being in
Yes.
our
I
cult.
love this cult.
It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Have you
being
tried
a
the new
cultist.
Carnugia?
Hail Lamashtu, May she
Lamashtu.
birth ever more magnificent beasts into the world.
I got a map for you guys.
Man, Bolton got huge.
He's a big boy. But he's way the fuck over here.
Yeah. Maybe you've hung some crap on Bolton too. Let's just say you have, just for fun. But yeah.
Just a sheet, 2 eyes coming down.
Yeah, you got a sheet over Bolton.
Wait, I think he can do a deception check.
Is there a rule in this cult of no robots? I think it'll be fine.
Why can't the
Show me in the
cultist be an
bylaws
inventor?
where it says I can't have a robot.
Yeah, why can't a cultist be an inventor? Yeah, you know what? Let's have a fun deception check from Bolton.
I'm seeing if he has it. I don't think he does. I don't think he can do those.
Oh man, he's untrained. Well, he'd be untrained, so he'd get a plus 10.
Plus
Or is
10.
it like a minion? He gets your mod, right? Or-
Yeah. Well, I'll just roll mine. It'd be the same thing. This is for
Let's roll for
Bolton.
I don't know if this is in the rules, but I'm having so much fun.
21.
21
Hey.
from Bolton.
Bolton's looking good.
Yeah, you put yeah. Kaliki helps.
It's a
with
dirty sheet.
hanging. Yeah, it's a dirty sheet. It's a sheet from. It's been sitting at the bottom of the van all these years or something. Put that over Bolton. Hang some vines off of him. Put some flowers on him.
Says I love Lamashtu. We spray painted one real quick.
Yeah. I love
Lamash
Lamash too. It's a dirty sheet hanging over Bolton's frame.
That's great.
I'll hand it over to you guys. Describe to me how you approach this glowing, unassuming crevasse.
Well, we're definitely letting Sirio go up front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we all totally look like passable cultists of Lamashtu, Sirio kind of moseys up to the entrance here, detecting magic as my exploration activity. But I don't expect that to yield any results because it never works. And yeah,
Ye
I
have little faith. Correctly so, because it doesn't.
I don't know, hanging around. What's our Lamashtu
Knock, knock.
NPC guy? Knock knock.
Yeah, knock knock. No, knock
Yeah,
knock.
so kind of any mannerisms or things relating to Lamashtu, I kind of start doing those gestures. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's like a special Lamashtu hand wave that I can do.
Yeah, I will give you a +1 bonus to deception checks after your observations of Knock Knock to parrot his mannerisms and things that Knock Knockisms, like, like he would say, like, buy her holy baby bump or something, he would say, First of all, you are detecting magic. There are 3 men standing around They look a little sleepy-eyed, but they straighten up as you approach. Each one of them has a kukri on their belt, holstered, sheathed. Each one has a kukri sheathed. Each kukri glows with magic.
Ooh.
Nice.
And they straighten up, they stand up, and one of them approaches you. He's got red hair that reminds you a little bit of Ginger Bashk. And he says, "What's the password?" And before you speak again, this guy gets a perception check. I will resolve that perception check in episode 156. I love you guys. Let's do a dungeon next week. Let's do dungeon.
Let's do dungeon crawl.
All right.
I think Hello Fellow Cultist is going to be fine.
Hello, fellow.
Buy her holy baby bump.